Happy New Year, everyone! Today marks the first sewing project of the year 2025. I found this vintage dress at a thrift store over a year ago and have been waiting for the perfect inspiration. When I first got this dress, the fabric reminded me of the dress I used to have when I was a teenager, so I just have to have it. And for $2, you can't beat it. After I deconstructed the dress, it's time to cut out the pattern pieces. First, I cut out the back bodices. The sewing patterns that I'm using was draped last year when I made this green dress, but I made some changes by removing the longer center fold, and I also made the back bodices in one panel instead of two pieces. Here I'm just marking the panels, which is going to be the upper side and where the zipper is going to go. The dress is also going to feature a sweetheart neckline. I'm also going to add lining to the bodice, so I cut out the same pieces for the lining. Now I'm going to cut out the front side panels. And here I realize I don't have enough fabric for the other side front. So my solution was I stitched the sleeves together. I pressed the seams open. Then I cut out the side panel. And voila, I have the piece that I needed, and you don't even notice the seam going right at the center. And here I have 8 details cut out all together. Now I'm going to match the princess seams. Right sides of the fabrics are facing. I will do the same thing for the lining. Then I attach the back bodices. Right sides of the fabrics are facing. This is why it is important to mark the upper side of the fabric because they kind of look the same. Then I clip the seams at the bust area. Same goes for the lining. I decided to add this lace trim along the neckline. I stitch it on the shell fabric first. Then I place the lining right sides of the fabrics are facing, and I'm going to stitch it right along the neckline. Then I clip the curves. I gave it a good press and I'm going to understitch the lining. Basically, I'm going to stitch the seam allowance onto the lining. This is how it should look like. As you can see, it looks pretty and it just have that extra detail along the neckline. It's time to attach the skirt. So first I'm going to mark the center front of the bodice and the skirt. Then I sewed 2 gathering stitches on the top edge of the skirt so I can gather it to fit the bodice. I started working on the right side so it is much easier to gather it. Then once that is completed, I work on the left side. I also serge the edges so it will be nice and tidy. I like to start pinning at the center fold, then work my way out, And I'm also going to make sure that the gathers aren't moving while I do this. Then I stitch it across following a 1/2 inch seam allowance, and it should look like this. Now it's time to create some spaghetti straps for this lovely dress. So using the remaining fabrics, I cut out 2 inches strips of fabric that is about 10 inches long. I fold and press it in half, then stitch along the edge, then turn it right side out using a loop turner. Then I attach an invisible zipper. I test it out just to make sure that the tape is not twisted. I secure the zipper ends and I trim it off and close the back seam. I'm going to fold in the lining, and I'm also going to fold in the seam allowance just like this, then stitch along following the zipper tape. I turn the corners right side out. If you want to, you can trim it off, but I tend to skip that part because I am just so nervous that I will ruin it, because it has happened before, so I don't want to risk it. So I'm just going to leave it alone for now. Then I hand stitch the lining all the way around. I attach the spaghetti straps and the dress is completed. Let me remind you the before, and this is the after. I am really pleased with the way it turned out. This is better than I was envisioning it. I will rate this dress 10 out of 10, definitely. That's it, you guys, and thanks so much for being here, and I hope I will see you in the next one. Bye!